Faith Evans, and you're watching Bossip.com. I'm really good, actually. I'm here in LA on the set of my video for my first single, Gone Already, off of my forthcoming album, Something About Faith, coming October 5th. Well, after 5 years, it's definitely time. I wanted to be back in the studio a while ago, but I've been quite busy in the last 5 years. I had my fourth child, who's now 3 years old, my son Ryder. I wrote and released my memoir, which was very well received. And I also transitioned from my last label home to now acquiring my own imprint with E1 Music. So I really, I just have to, it's a very big commitment for me, to edge out months and months, to years of my life to go in the studio, having to keep those crazy hours and, just trying to play catch up with the school stuff with the kids. So I can't do that all the time because it's quite a job just being a mother, in itself. So when I feel like everything is in place and it makes sense, that's usually when I'm able to focus and go in and create the music that my fans love to hear from me. And I'm just very appreciative to all my faithfuls out there who have definitely stayed consistently down and, who have understood what it, that it's not like I'm just sitting around, I'm definitely putting in work and trying to grow as an entrepreneur as well. But also just doing, the real things, the most important things, and that's taking care of my family first. And then I can commit, to satisfying my fans. So I appreciate them for understanding that quality withstands the test of time. How you doing? Actually, the single Gone Already is so funny because I was like so done recording my album. And I heard this record. It was already written. It was produced by Carvin and Ivan, who I worked with quite a bit on my last album. And I heard the record, and I know a hit record when I hear it, but I needed to tweak it and kind of make it mine. So I had to raise the key a little bit, because it was a male doing the demo. I restructured the hook a little bit, so I am a co-writer on the record, but it was for the most part written already, but I just kind of had to make it mine. Like I said, put that little Faith Evans thing on it. And so far it seems to be getting a lot of good reception from everybody. It definitely was one of those that just hits home like, wow. It's like, dang, if you haven't felt that way, you almost feel like you have. I love it. I loved it from the time I heard it. So kudos to Carvin and Ivan and Ryan Toby and Johnny Smith and all the guys that wrote on it. I know I'm probably forgetting a name or two, but shout out to y'all because it's a great record. And I'm glad that I was able to come back with something so impactful, and just kind of, just kind of let them know, like, I'm back. But there's so much more to come on the album. I'm just really excited about that. I can't wait for everybody to get a chance to hear the new album. First and foremost, me, I just do what I do. I stay in my lane. I don't try to, I'm always open to working with new people, writers, producers, or what have you. And, my ear is constantly leaning towards something new and trying to incorporate older artists' influences. But I think that, I know that nobody can do what Faith Evans does like Faith Evans. Now, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make me the best. It doesn't make me the most commercially successful. But I know that I have my lane, and I think it's best for me to stay in that lane. It works for me. But as far as all of the new music out there, I have respect for any young person that, has talent, believes in it, and finds a way to get an audience. Technology, what can we do? Technology has just allowed us to really, really just get stuff out there so much faster. If I didn't have a deal, right now or a couple of years ago, I'm sure I would be probably trying to utilize your YouTubes and your different media, digital media outlets, to get out there. So, you can't be mad. There's always talent, whether it's packaged this way or that way or presented that way. So I just try and respect that, and I think there's room for everybody. It's up to the listeners, you know what I mean? So if somebody's liking it, then hey, more power to you. Well, this album, I don't know. I think this album especially, I just really, you know, being the CEO of my brand and owning my thing and, you know, having to be on top of every decision, you know, it was just therapeutic, and also just it made for a better creative process because I was able to call on some of the favors and some of the friends and people who have a mutual respect for my music, whose music I respect as well, that I've never gotten to work with. This is like my most feature heavy album ever. I've never probably had more than 1 or 2 features on the album. And I got like, okay, let me think, because I always forget. Okay, Snoop Dogg, Redman, Raekwon, Kelly Price, Jessica Reedy from BT Sunday's Best, Little Mo, Estelle, and Keisha Cole.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know, it's a nice little eclectic. I mean, you know, it's lots of different sounds, but everybody on there is dope in their own right. So I was just glad to be able to like use all of that star power. You know, I had some stuff that I would start a song and say Little Mo would do a part, and then Estelle do a part, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I gotta figure it out because
right.
It's dope. So I finally, you know, honed it in, and you know, I think we did a really good job at you know, like I said, using all the star power that was there and the people that lent their talents because of their, you know, respect for me as an artist. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Your love is wonderful. Yeah, yeah. And I don't want to lose you. I'm a little rusty. You know, you gotta lip sync when you're doing videos, so you know, I ain't been practicing and stuff. But I think
you good.
Right?
You good. You good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.